What's up, people? So today just a quick video on oral law or oral traditions versus fixed laws and structure, how it is actually today. Because back then, before all the ages, before 6,000 years or whatever, and the age of information and doctrine and fixed laws and systems, and then even you became television, which feeds you more empty knowledge, and internet, even the most empty knowledge you ever had. But regardless, oral tradition, maybe in groups or face to face with a teacher and a student, when the presence is enough of a teacher and a student, or a presence with multiple human beings gathering together, just want to work on themselves and better themselves for the betterment of everyone. Because only if you become better yourself or work on yourself, you make the world better, not by just following blind systems and blind ideals and fixed structures. Because see, you have an inner rhythm and you have also the outer rhythm of the world, so to speak, and your inner rhythm. And see, your inner rhythm is actually also tied to planets, like 7 planets, also from Monday to Sunday. But it's not like a fixed structure. You would have to feel that internally. Maybe that's another topic, but and you have also like the 12 moon cycles of the year. So you have, if you're always battling with yourself, it's harder to align with the outside forces also. So the first thing would be, again, an oral tradition to work on yourself and becoming a loving human being, actually loving with yourself and loving with others too. And that's actually the hard part, but I believe that is what we are here for, to work on ourselves and then work with others or sharing with others. Maybe when we find out what we're good at. But regardless, so oral tradition before fixing something into structure, because what we have now is just a more distorted way of what was taught orally back then. But back then it was actually being present in human beings, and it was present because they embodied it. But right now it's just empty knowledge. Like, you have knowledge but nobody embodies that knowledge. Let's take for religion, let's just take religion, which is taught orally but also embodied orally. Like, you listen to it, you feel it, and you embody it, you become a better human being. But right now it's rather, this is the best one, this is the best one, but it is all about unity. But everybody took a piece, rewrote it, and then just sold it as, no, this is the one, this is the one, this is the one. Well, it goes against what it was actually about: becoming whole within and becoming whole with what's without, and not by claiming it and disrupting it into control and into fixed structures, and then preaching it everywhere and just saying, no, this is the way, this is what you must do, this is what you must do, which goes against your inner rhythm, which your soul and your mind and your body and your heart, they want peace, they don't want rupture. But fixed structures just create more rupture. Not saying things right now are bad, they are as they must be, because see, from being a more whole human being and being a humanity which is more whole right now, to a humanity which is way more distorted and way just separated. Everyone is just separated into groups, into that religion, into that religion, into that group, into LGBTQ, into whatever it may be. Everyone's just more separate, which is, again, not good, not bad. It's just what it is. It's just what it is now. This is the truth, so it is what it is now. Not saying anything is bad, like, it's just what it is now. So everything is like picked apart into many structures. And again, not bad, not good, but it is how it is. And so maybe when you have enough friction within your heart, maybe you find to make yourself whole again. So I would say you can find the good in the bad also. That's what I want to say, because the structures and the systems are bad as they are majorly, but that is like the highest point where you can finally have enough of that and turn within and not try to fix it maybe with more money or maybe with more this, maybe with more that, but maybe just working on yourself, and whatever happens, you at least became whole within. So whatever destruction may happen on the outside, at least maybe, like, again, many people are born in war zones or in whatever they may be, and they have a very bad life. So how it is someone where at least you might hate the structure you are living and the laws to or whatever it may be, but at least then when you have enough food, when you have a home, when you have something, when you are already safe and people with what people lack in other areas of the world, when you have that, at least maybe try to just be more whole yourself and be a better human each day yourself, so others may also benefit from. Because if you only just think about yourself and take or numb, what are you actually doing to yourself and the world also? Because I know not everybody is like that, or it doesn't really matter who is like that or who is not, but people just, like, it feels off to just accept life with just taking, but maybe also work on yourself and give something back. Yeah, but again, the video was about oral tradition and how it was actually embodied and taught, like, most importantly embodied and then teach. And to embody something like it's you, like, just work on yourself as a human being and embody it. Yeah, like most people, like the age of the internet is to me mind-boggling, because how easy it is to actually deceive people or give them just empty knowledge or empty hype or Epstein files or whatever things may be, just constantly focusing on something that is out there, which most of the time is nonsense, and science found out this and this found that and that. If you truly work on yourself, you won't really have a lot of questions to even search out there, or someone to feed you knowledge and things that will just make you fall into false ways. It just makes the road to truth a bit more difficult than it already is. Yeah. So maybe the core message is, like back then, just stick to the oral traditions, which is actually embodying what a good human being is. Because see, let's just stick with religion, but even laws were good back then, because you would embody them from a good way. Because if you embody something from fear, it will collapse. If you embody something from greed, it will collapse. If you build from those places, things will always collapse. If you build something out of control, it will collapse. Anything you build and embody out of other than love will collapse anyway, because you will have to be harmonic within. so it will transfer without, you cannot control others just for the sake of control. Let's take a song, maybe, for example, like, for example, a song for Michael Jackson feels kind of eternal. You can listen to it now, you can listen to it in 5,000 days, the harmony is there, so you will always feel it. But a song where someone just I don't know, spike your emotions from there to there to there. You listen to it, but after a month you can't hear it anymore. You get what I mean? So the place from which you're doing things have to be clean. And this was embodied more back then than it is today. Because today it's just one empty knowledge after another empty knowledge. I guess that is what the internet was even there for, to feed people just empty knowledge, probably. Yeah. Again, not going against maybe some things that help you or whatever, but I would say most of the things, at least what I feel like, is just empty knowledge, and just creates more, the internet creates more friction between people than unity. Most of the time, I would say a little percentage actually does good for people. At least that's what I found, but I'm staying away from there. So what do I know? What do I know? Yeah. I'm not staying away from there just because, oh, I'm so great. It doesn't interest me. I have other interests than staying on the internet. Like, doing something with my wife, going on a trip with my wife, or training, reading, writing, making videos, just a few things that I like to do. Yeah. So again, I just rambled a lot, but just want to share what's on my heart. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening, love you all, and wish you a good day.